To begin, you're going to need lemon yellow, medium yellow, brilliant red, crimson, and phthalo blue paint, along with the painting surface, a cup of water, a paintbrush, and a piece of paper towel. So what I'm going to do to begin is I'm going to take my paintbrush, dip it in a little bit of water, and load it up with the blue. I'm going to draw a semi-straight line across my painting surface, and what this is doing is it's creating that horizon line. So it's that line where the sky and the land seem to meet, or the ocean in this case. I'm going to dip my paintbrush now into a little bit of yellow, and the one thing that you want to do is be very careful, because when you mix blue and yellow together, it's going to create green. So you want to try to stay away from getting any of the wet blue paint into your yellow. So the yellow I started off with was the lemon yellow, and that's the brightest one. And what we're doing is we're creating a look where it seems as the sun is actually starting to dip down behind the horizon line. I'm now using some medium yellow. It's a little bit darker, just to give it some more color. And I'm using quick, fast strokes. I'm working quickly because acrylic paint dries fast, but I also want you to be able to see my paintbrush strokes. Just like with the impressionistic paintings, you can actually see their paintbrush strokes, and it's not a nice, smooth, even painting. I picked up some red, and the red was brilliant red, and what I'm doing is I'm actually blending the colors on the surface of my canvas. I'm not blending them on a palette, I'm blending them directly onto my painting surface. The good thing is that with acrylic paint, if you make a mistake, you can just paint right over it. You don't have a ton of time before this dries, so you do need to work quick, and it's easiest when the paint is actually wet and it hasn't started to dry yet.
I don't remember when we were wild and young. All that's faded in the memory. I feel like somebody I don't know. Are we really who we used to be? Am I really who I was?
So what I'm trying to do is gradually go from yellow to red. I don't want to be able to see the blocks of color. I want it to be gradual, just like you do in an actual sunset. So I'm being careful, and I'm not adding too much red right away. And if I do think I'm adding too much red, I'm going back over it with a little bit of yellow. Now as I'm getting farther up into the sky, I'm using more and more red and less yellow. And now I'm actually getting into the deeper red, which is the crimson. So I'm getting those really deep yellows, those deep reds that you see in the sunsets over the ocean. I'm continuing my quick strokes, and as you can actually see, it's not a smooth painting, and that's exactly what we want. I'm taking some of the blue now and I'm mixing it in with the red, which is actually going to create a pretty nice purple. And again, if I think that I maybe added a little too much blue to begin with, I can just clean my paintbrush off, take a little red, and paint it over the red while everything is still wet. This way you can get a little bit of a reddish purple, or if you want to just do real purple, you could do that as well. Again, fast, quick strokes. You want to be able to see your brush strokes. You want to work quick. Just a few more touches to blend it all together, and there you go. You have your sky. Now for your water part, you're going to be taking the phthalo blue and you're going to start using your fast quick strokes. You're going to start filling in the bottom part. The water is a little bit easier. You do need to be careful because if you do add a little too much yellow to it, it will turn green and you don't really want to have green water. So basically what you're doing is you're going to fill in the whole thing blue and then you're going to streak in some colors. Fast, easy strokes. And you can actually blend in some of the colors together. Here it is, I'm starting to blend in some red, and obviously if you take red and blue, you're going to get some purple in there. But that's okay, there's some purple in the sky, we're making a reflection. Quick, easy strokes while the paint is wet, so this way you can really get a nice streaky effect. Now, when you begin to add the yellow, you need to make sure that your paintbrush is clean, so dip it in some water and wipe it off on the paper towel. You can get some yellow and you can begin slowly painting it on your painting. Again, you need to be really careful because if you mix it in with the blue, it will turn green. Again, like I said before, if it comes out and you don't really like it, let it dry and you can paint right over it.
I'm losing my mind, losing control.
Now, I didn't really like the way this is coming out, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start covering it up with a little more blue. The blue and the red are going to mix together to create a really nice purple, and the yellow is already starting to dry a bit, so I'll be able to paint blue right over it.
One more spoon of cough syrup now. Whoa, whoa. I don't remember were we wild and young. All that's faded in the memory. I feel like somebody I don't know. Are we really who we used to be? Am I really who I was? All the lights will draw you in, and the dark will bring you down, and the night will break your heart. Only if you look.
You can keep working on it as you go. If it's not streaky enough, if you don't have enough of the highlights, you can always let your painting dry, go back in with maybe some yellow. It's hard to paint yellow onto the blue without it turning green, so that's why a lot of times I recommend letting things dry, going back and adding to it if you want. You don't have to. If you like the way it turns out in the end, then you don't have to add anything else. And there you go. You have your finished project. You have a sunset with a reflection in the water.
Lights will draw you in, and the dark will take you down.